Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We have modified our rockets. You may notice the differences. What we've done here is we've added a Terrier rocket there, much more efficient rocket for that, and we've swapped out all of our fuel tanks. We've now got even more fuel in this upper stage. We have two tanks there, two of the larger tanks, and then we've got three of these tanks, which gives us exactly the same amount of fuel as we had before. But we've also added onto here a solid rocket booster, because by removing a lot of the smaller fuel tanks and putting in larger fuel tanks, that gives us more part count availability. Fortunately, our next limiting factor is weight. We are absolutely bang on our maximum weight count. We're underneath our part count now, but we need more weight, so we need to upgrade our launch pad soon. So again, same thing. Everything's exactly the same as before. Other than that, actually gives us quite a bit more delta V by doing this. So let's see how we get on with launching this one. Again, no SAS support. It's all down to me still. Unfortunately, I will be flying it alone. Hold on. Let me just revert to the vehicle assembly bay. I just need to check my delta V and sorry, my thrust to weight ratio. Oh no, we are good actually. I was a bit worried that this might have not enough thrust, maybe too much. That is just pretty close, to be honest with you. Just about gonna do the job, so that will be fine. Let's launch it. It might get off the ground a bit slow, but it should get us off the ground, and it should get us a height before we then have to worry about putting our liquid fuel in. Again, let's tidy that up. And good luck, everybody. And 3, 2, 1. Only just enough thrust to weight ratio. Pushing off. Going to use up all of this solid rocket booster before we do a great deal of adjustments to our trajectory. Get rid of it as soon as possible. We are struggling. Right, now we've got the swivel engine to help us get back on track. That was our solid rocket booster impacting the ground. So we've already got a couple of thousand meters before we even started using this fuel, so that's good news. Get as high as we can. Want to get out of some of this atmosphere, because when we lose this stage, we lose our fins as well. That's about all I want to rock over. I don't want to go any further over than that just yet. Still got lots of fuel in this stage. $10,000 already. It's good going. Starting to get a little bit tricksy now. Keep in control. We're out of the main thickness of the atmosphere. Control, no! Right, come on. Let's get this back round again. Come on. That wasn't a bad recovery. Need to get more height. This engine might not have as much oomph as I'd like. Probably rocked over too much. I needed more altitude to get out of the atmosphere. We are still going up. It's a very efficient engine, this one, but needs to be in space really to show its real efficiency. Starting to get somewhere now, I think. Still got more than half the fuel in this particular stage, so still quietly confident. Burning hard to try and get out. We've got a apoapsis height of over 50,000 now. Getting on for half fuel now, so it's getting a bit of a worry. Thinking maybe more fuel in the lower stage and less in this one maybe would get us higher. That would probably have worked better. I think for the next launch we'll drop one of these tanks to the first stage. Then where we still have our fins while we're in the atmosphere, and then we'll be higher up, and this engine will work better. Oh, we are well into the atmosphere now. That goes very quick. Very, very quick indeed. That's probably too high now. How much fuel we got? Still a fair amount now. Whether that's enough, I mean, we've gone too high. That's a worry, to be honest with you. F5 for kind of safety. No, I'm not sure we got a lot of safety. So let's see what we can do. Material studies. Let's grab the material study because that will give us 4.9. That's not bad. So I'm not expecting this to give us huge amounts of science. And a mystery goo will give us 2.1. And we'll settle for that. Now, we need to stick onto our prograde. There we go. And then we'll just time warp till we get to that there. That's probably about right. And we'll burn this and see what kind of warm orbit that gives us. If we manage an orbit, that is. It's a very efficient engine, so there's still hope. Here we go. That is an orbit. We are in orbit. We're in orbit with lots and lots of fuel remaining. Really have got a lot of fuel. Right, what are we going to do with this orbit now? Well, kind of keen to come down somewhere that's not water. And with the fuel that we got, we will probably fire off our periapsis and bring our apoapsis down, because I think that would work better, because we want to keep coming as slow as possible. So let's have a look. Let's keep an eye on our electricity, because that is dwindling. That's dwindling quite a lot. Disable that. Is it just the probe that's using our electricity, is it? Surprised me. Well, let's see whether we can do an orbit. So if we can come down somewhere around here, that would be risky, but worth a try, I think. I don't think we can stay up much longer because of our electrical charge. Okay, so let's grab ourselves a retrograde marker. And we'll start to burn. Now that, I think, should start generating electricity as well. Maybe not. Stay on there. We'll come down at about 50, I think. Really worried about that electricity usage. I don't know what is using up all the electrical charge quite that quick. Not sure. That tells me maybe it doesn't generate electricity. Okay, so we're going to come in around here. Let's see whether that works or not. F5 for safety. We will come back to here if there's a problem. We'll lose all that fuel now. And let's head into a bit of a retrograde position. Don't want to use up too much fuel by making adjustments, if I'm honest. Because it will self-right itself, as we've seen before. Could be quite risky coming in here, but I'm hoping to land somewhere in the Highlands or something like that. And then we can assess what kind of... I mean, what have we got here? Review the data. We've got 4.9 in there. And an unused one there. So 4.9. So if Science X tells us that the material study will give us more than 4.9, we may well use it. Yeah, maybe another battery might be useful. I'm really, really worried. I'm going to actually put the minimum pressure up and deploy a chute, because I'm concerned we're not going to have enough battery power to deploy that chute. I mean, we may do, in which case we can disarm it. But it'd be a good test anyway to see. I think we can land on one chute, so we should be all right. Again, we're going to hit the dark side, which is frustrating for everyone. So yeah, this will be coming in and hopefully dropping down. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful views. It is a very pretty game. I guess it's quite easy to be pretty because you have a lot of black background and that's all you need. So, vessel, thermal, let's see what happens. Lots of speed to bleed off. over grasslands at the moment. Temperature is rising. Electrical charge is dropping. Charging in now. Material study, that wouldn't gain us any more than we currently got. Highlands. $20,000. Oh, what can we do? Temperature scan, we'll have one of those. $10,000 and we're good for the shoot. So we will deploy that now. I want to leave that one and see when it does come out. I think we're going to be okay. Where are we actually going to land? Pretty much where I thought, actually. That's rare for me to be able to predict that sort of thing. Comes under navigation, really, that does. Science X, what can you tell me? Material study, maybe slightly more, but don't think enough to worry about. Electrical charge, incredibly low now. Couldn't have done another orbit. Just still let that come in slowly because I am concerned about our height above the terrain rather than the actual height and when these chutes go to their full canopy. This we will lose a lot of science data. I think we pull that up. There we go. Still waiting for that other chute. So we can land like this, no problem. So I just want to see when that other chute would have popped. By the looks of things, not soon enough. So it's good experiment. So 0.75 is too low. So we'll just see when it does come down. There goes the other one. And fully, and that was at 800 meters above. Would that have been enough to slow us down? Maybe. Maybe. We deployed that one while we're still in space, so that's interesting to know. I mean, I think we're going to land actually with some electrical charge, but it's going to be really, really close. We're down to 4 now. And we're still 500 meters up. No, we're not. We're going to be completely out of electrical charge. I'm not sure if we can do... So we just grab that and keep the data just in case. 1.5, so we'll see. 150 meters up. 50 meters. On a little bit of a slope, nothing too bad. Grab a temperature scan for another 2.2. Now, material study would give us 8. And mystery goo would be 3.5. So it's not letting me do anything. Why is that? Is it because we're out of electrical charge? I think it might be. Won't let me do anything whatsoever. Ah, is it because I've got MechJeb installed on that? Was that using up electrical charge? Don't know, might have been. So I've added a mod, I forgot to tell you guys, I've added a mod which puts MechJeb on any of probe or vessel. I wonder whether that is actually using too much electrical charge. Anyway, we will look into that. So yeah, can't do anything because we've got no electrical charge to communicate to do it. So good job we grabbed what we did, and we will recover that vessel. There we go. We've got 17.2 science. I didn't expect to even get that much, if I'm honest with you. So I'm really, really pleased with that. Where do we get the most of it from? We've got 5 from temperature scans from the Highlands, another 5 materials studies from space. So we've maxed out pretty much on that now. And just generally little bits here and there. Recovering a vessel from orbit as well. That gave us a 1.5 science as well. Quite a long way from KSP, so we did lose most of what we could have got back, but couldn't have gone any further around. And that's 45.5, which is fantastic because that gives us the plane parts. So in the next episode, I think we're going to build some planes. I think we're going to build an aeroplane that will get us some of these observation contracts. Still don't think we're good enough to take any tourists anyway yet. Radial decoupler splashdown. Swivel engine at splashdown. Well, there's scope now for 2 things at splashdown. Just a little craft to get us up into the water, and then we'll do these little tests. That might be something worth doing. So we'll have a look at that perhaps, and then we'll look at some of these doing some observations from an aeroplane. So, but in the meantime, thank you very, very much for coming along and watching. If you're watching on Twitch, then thanks for watching. And if you're watching on YouTube, then do give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and look out for more episodes. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please consider giving me a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to hear about when I do some more videos. In the meantime, if you want to click on one of the other videos that I've done on a different game, then these are my latest ones. Please go ahead. Or if you click on the next video in this series, that'll take you directly to the next video in this series if I've done it and uploaded it. Thanks for watching.